Hello there. Welcome to another Thankful Thursday. It is Thankful Thursday, and over here in Kenya, it is 9:05 in the morning here. Just had a heavy downpour showers this morning, and nice cooling damp out here today. Really nice. Well, anyway, wherever you are in the world today, I pray that you are having a wonderful day. I pray that your heart and minds are open to receiving the guidance and instruction from Christ. And I pray that you are well, you are prospering today, you are thriving in who you are. And above all, remembering that you are blessed, you are highly favored, you are the redeemed of the Lord, you are the righteousness of God. You are the best thing God has to offer this world today. I want you to remember that, okay? Speaking of righteousness, when we say we're the righteousness of God, what does that really mean? Well, it means you're in right standing with God. You're right with Him. And He counts that to us as righteousness when we believe in the one He sent. He sent us Jesus Christ. And when we believe in Him, God declares that's righteousness over us. He declares us righteous, and that's our identity. We confess that in the morning when we wake up, through the day, we're facing adversities or in our lives, or facing, nasty habits, or even when healing is concerned, we keep God involved. We remind ourselves of who we are. We are the righteousness of God. And we say that not just in the morning, but during our day when we're facing, like I said before, concerning our healing. For example, you may not be feeling well or have a headache, and you just say, I'm the righteousness of God. I thank you for my healing, and confess that and believe that. You believe it, that's why you speak it, and pretty soon, it's going to get in alignment with your identity. That healing is going to get in alignment with your identity. You're the righteousness of God. Another example, you have a nasty habit you're trying to kick or get rid of. I need to quit smoking. It ain't pick that cigarette up, confess, I'm the righteousness of God. You may still smoke it, but still, it's working on, that spirit is working, the Holy Spirit working on in you to get that in alignment. And pretty soon, you keep confessing that, you're going to pick up that cigarette one day and be like, I'm the righteousness of God. I don't need this thing. Take it off, And I believe a lot of times, certain habits are kicked, but we just don't realize that we do it out of, not so much out of a need anymore, we start doing it out of habit. I've experienced that a couple of times, and that may not be the case in all situations, but a lot of times, the habit is beaten, but we just go back to the, it's not so much the thrill or having it or the desire to have it, it's more like a habit now. I remember when I was delivered from certain things, like for instance, the honey bun situation, I used to have a desire for the honey bun, I go for the honey bun. I almost empty a vending machine out if it's full of honey buns, but after realizing who I am and walking in my identity, pretty soon the desire wasn't there anymore. So I started to get it out of habit. And we're gonna get it out of habit, eat it, and it finally dawned on me, you know what? This is not really good at all, And that's the Holy Spirit working on me, But for me, it went from desire to habit and realizing, wait a minute, I don't need it. Why am I eating this? And the Holy Spirit had corrected that in me probably a while ago, but I was just doing it out of habit, So the righteousness of God, that was that mean. You're in right standing with God, and no matter what we face, you are the righteousness of God, and it's going to turn things out in your favor, We believe that, we receive that, we walk in that, we rest in that, and when we rest in that, we rest in the fact that we are righteous. So we sit back and rest in that while God straighten that thing out for us, I think I dropped a lot in this one. I didn't mean to go that far with it or get that deep into it. But yeah, you're the righteousness of God, and that's what that means. It means you're in alignment with God. You're in right standing with God, you know. And we profess that not only in the morning, but throughout the day. Confess that to yourself. Say that to yourself, you know. And watch it move, you know. So on this Thankful Thursday, realize that you're the best thing God has to offer this world, and remember and know why you're the righteousness of God. What does that mean? You're the righteousness of God, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome day today. You go out and enjoy it, and realize you're the righteousness of God. All right, I love you. Bye.